The Fine Brothers, pioneers of the reaction video, pioneers of the concept that is bringing forth React World, that you too can be a part of. Do you want to make a reaction video of like teenagers or kids or the elderly reacting to a video that isn't yours to begin with, that you're profiting from? Do you want to be a part of a React world where two gentlemen can profit off of the work upon the work that isn't yours to begin with, and they'll give you a cut of that? You know, I'm not going over the whole story of why everyone's hating on the Fine Brothers right now. The search bar is up there for a reason. So many people have I've never, ever in my 9.5 years of existence here on YouTube been contacted as much for a specific video topic as I have been over what is going on with the whole Fine Brothers fiasco thing here. And the thing that is so intriguing, the one thing that is really making me come out here, not like that, that's going to come out here and give you a little bit of an old school Archfiend type feel of a video here, is because these guys have been so off my radar and so off the attention that you guys bring of people towards me. Because there's been any number of people that you guys have contacted me about saying, oh, look what this guy did. Look at this channel. Look what this channel's doing. They're profiting off of this and that, and blah, 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 blah. The Fine Brothers have never got a mention, spare one time, that some of you guys out there brought something that they did to my attention. And I'll get to that in a second. That these guys with 14 million subscribers on their main Fine Brothers channel, they have several Fine Brothers channels under their empire, that someone this much on top of the YouTube world would do something this stupid. That is the one reason why I want to make a video addressing this. Because as much as I don't care about what the big dogs do and how much I don't care to get into YouTube drama videos, I still am in touch with the pulse of this website. And like I said, in my 9.5 years of existence, I've seen many people come and go, and I've seen people rise to the top, stay at the top, and they are one of the tippy top people that have been near the plateau top of this empire of YouTube and have been staying there and have had such a good thing going. Why would they do something so stupid? So I'm watching a number of videos about this, a number of people, a lot of big names, even people with 1 million plus subscribers calling these guys out, saying what they did was wrong, saying like, you know, how could you not see this coming? And I asked myself that, and that's the main angle I want to take on this video, because like I said, I could reiterate all the points that a number of people have made, and I've been rambling on and off in the beginning of this video anyway. So let's get to it. All right. I want to devil's advocate two scenarios here that can hopefully help us explain why two gentlemen that had pretty much everything in the palm of their hand and are letting it slip away, at least a little bit. All right. Scenario number one. You know, maybe the Fine Brothers don't call the shots on their channel. Maybe this whole React World thing was some concoction of an accountant, of a channel president, of some executive that crafts their ideas, that came up with the scary original concept of the React video and said, you know what? You guys should get a lot more credit and a lot more money for our creation of the React video. You should get much more credit and more money. So what we're going to do is we're going to create this whole thing where, you know, you make profit off of it and we get a multi-channel network and everyone comes into it, and then we profit off of them, profiting off of other people that have made content. And they just said, that's a good idea. Let's go with that. All right, good idea, Skip. I don't know, the guy in charge was probably named Skip. Anyways, good job, Skip. Let's go with that. All right. So that's scenario number one. Now, the devil's advocate that right back, that still doesn't give him a pass for being stupid. That still doesn't give him a pass for saying like, hey, Skip, do you realize this is going to backlash in the YouTube community? Because, like, there's already an overly abused YouTube flagging system, and this is going to give us ultimate power and control to be abusive lord owner super seers of YouTube. And people aren't going to be cool with that. And even if we try and do a mea culpa, like they did yesterday, by the way, and even if we try and do a mea culpa and say, like, well, we weren't planning on abusing that power. Like, okay, we could, but we're not. That's the thing. They can. They can totally abuse this. Absolutely abuse it. And no matter how they spin it, it looks like they were creating this in order to potentially abuse it. They could spin it all they want. And like I said, like that mea culpa video they've made last night or yesterday in the afternoon, they could try to spin and say, look, we're not out to force our hand and say that we created React videos or whatever. Well, then you have no reason to create this multi-channel network that you're concocting, dude. Oh, we just want to help promote other React videos. Don't worry about other people. Worry about yourselves. Anyways, scenario number 2. Maybe the Fine brothers were completely aware of all the backlash this was going to get and are just fine with it. Maybe, frankly, they don't give a crap what you or I think about them abusing power here on an already overly abused power website. A site that still has no ability to talk to a live person if you're wrongly accused of something. You send a message, you get a message back from some pre-programmed robot, some computer at Google that's automated. Maybe they just don't care. Well, the devil's advocate that right back. You got me. Maybe they are that bad. Maybe they just don't care. Maybe they saw this as any publicity is good publicity. Just spell our name right. Because their name is plastered all over the place, and frankly, they are the most popular thing on all of YouTube right now because everyone and their mother is talking about what they're doing. Now, granted, they've lost over 100,000 subscribers as of making this video. And frankly, you and I both know that when this is all said and done, a few weeks will be down the road, React World will be up and running, and people will be joining up to their network. Maybe they lose, okay, let's just say a far-reaching example of 1 million subscribers they lose. Let's just say, hypothetically, they lose 1 million subscribers. They still got 13 million left in the bank to work on. Do you think that's really going to hurt their bottom line that much? But that's the thing that I find most offensive about this is that, it's not so much of the principle that no matter what, they won't have to care because they'll be fine. It's just that they came up from the quote-unquote nothing here. Like, they weren't just handed ultimate popularity. Granted, they got themselves popular off the backs of other people's videos. All they did was film people reacting to other people's work. But they still, as much as it pains me to say this, they still earned their way to where they were. Because, you just don't snap your fingers and then all of a sudden you get 14 million subscribers. It takes a little bit of work and effort and time and devotion to your craft to get that. You just don't get it dropped out of the sky into your lap. And that's the most intriguing thing, that they would harm their brand at all, because their brand was harmless. It was clean as a preacher's sheets. All right, I've seen a number of their videos. They're fine, no pun intended. It's not exactly my cup of tea. I mean, some people may not like their content, but so what? That's in the eyes of the beholder. But it's not like they did something that ever warranted us coming out and backlashing against them the way way we all are now. Like, the one time you guys brought my attention to them, and again, that's the most intriguing thing, is that, like, of all the people that I've made content about or that I've heard you guys talk about, they've been off my radar. That one time that you guys brought my attention to this was when it was like in September, sometime this past summer. Some of you guys sent me a tweet that they sent out, saying the Ellen DeGeneres show ripped off their kids react videos. Like, because Ellen was asking kids stuff and like showing them stuff on TV or something. Like, I didn't even watch the Ellen clip, but people were showing me that they felt they were ripped off. And you kind of heard that in that initial React World video that they made the other night, that they're upset. They want you to boycott anyone and be able to report and flag them. And we should have that power to report and flag them when our brand is getting ripped off. And they're outright telling people to boycott on YouTube. Like, how many millions of subscribers do you need? How many millions of dollars do you need to earn to just not give a care about being ripped off? Now, again, if someone is a blatant ripoff, okay, I can understand. And maybe they thought Ellen DeGeneres was a blatant ripoff. But I hate to break it to you guys. You didn't invent the wheel here. The wheel was already around. And that's the thing that blows my mind about this. Is like, I'd be all for them. I'd be like, yeah, you know what? If their concept is genuinely getting ripped off, they absolutely have a right to take down people like Ellen or take down their content and be able to take me down if I did the same style video. But man, I mean, people were reacting to 2 Girls, 1 Cup and like showed it to their friend and like, oh, I'm going to bring my friend Sally in here today and we're going to film her reaction to 2 Girls, 1 Cup. And you see her going, oh, bleh, 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 bleh. I hate to break it to you, but those videos were around a lot longer than your little React World videos ever popped into existence. And it's the same exact style and concept, nothing beyond the realm of what you use, and that stuff was in existence long before YouTube even ever existed. I'm sorry to break that to you. That's why they're totally off base. Maybe they're that evil that they just didn't care, and that frankly, all publicity is good publicity. And frankly, we all know as much as the next guy, they're going to be fine from this. Sam Pepper, anyone? How's he doing after everything that boiled up on his channel? Still making videos? Still making money hand over fist? Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyways, as much as the internet is punishable by the masses, it's forgivable. They'll be fine after all this. They'll be absolutely fine. Oh my God, 12 minutes, Jesus. So what comes from this? Vine Brothers are still going to make content. People are still going to watch their content in droves. They're still going to make millions of dollars in droves. So we can all sound off and, care about this right now. But it's still nonetheless more shocking that 2 guys that had the YouTube world in their hand would do something this damaging to their brand. Now, it isn't going to be channel-ending damaging or anything like that, nor should it be. And in all reality, I even asked myself, like, why is there such a quote-unquote reaction or overreaction to this when things have been done 1,000 times worse? Like, they technically didn't do anything wrong yet. It's just that people are fearing that this is something that is going to raise the level of an abused website to be that much more abusive, which it can be. Like, the flagging system, the copyright system fucking sucks here. It sucks. Channels like mine have been wrongfully taken down. They'll probably get taken down again. But we all know the temperature here. And we all know that it probably isn't going to get better. Because after, 10, 11 years of existence here for YouTube, have they ever corrected these major wrongs? Do we ever expect them to? Is it logistically possible to have a whole plethora of people sitting in an office somewhere that are going to man calls and man computers to justify and be judge and jury over every claim that ever gets sent to them? You tell me. Because I've been trying to figure out this site for the 10 years that I've been here. Well, almost 10 years. Anyways. Thank you guys for, well, you thought you were bringing it to my attention, but I was well informed of this whole topic. And even one of my favorite content creators, Jay Hunter from OSW Review, was coming to me, asking me my thoughts about the Fine Brothers ordeal. Someone who I've looked up to content-wise here for years on end. My God, I owe this guy a tenner and a nogger for bringing this to my attention. Or a pint if he doesn't like noggers. Anyway, OSW fans will know what that means. It's just amazing that the outpouring, like people know that I'm not even making this type of content anymore, even though something like this will still pull me out of the ashes and rise my phoenix out of the grave. Ouch. It's just amazing the outpouring of people that came to me saying like, please, Archfiend, please make a video about this. Like just outright begging me to do it. It's just, how can I ignore it? How could I ignore the masses as I do my Randy Orton pose in the sunlight? Anyways. So yeah, that's my thoughts about the Fine Brothers. Major screw up by two guys that really had done nothing wrong on this website. And ultimate greed creates ultimate power, creates ultimate corruption. And it's a shame. It's a shame. Man, this site is just nothing what it used to be, and it's never going to be again. And that's the sad truth of things. Have a good day, everyone. And the Fine Brothers, we all know they're going to go the way of Sandpepper, and a few weeks from now, it's all going to be forgotten. But maybe, just maybe, this will be the one time that the internet, as much as I've been told it never forgets, this will be the one time that it doesn't forget. And justifiable long-term punishment and despising of this guy, of these guys, sticks. Just maybe. That is all.